everyone, this is Siren and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today against all the odds with a new deck. Now I'm saying against all the odds because as you might know, I mentioned quite a few times that I don't really used to get decks kind of like on a whim. Now I didn't really get this deck on a whim, but I'm going to tell you about it in just a moment. But yeah, basically the last video I did kind of like this, like in these lines, was when I got my Thoth deck, and still it wasn't really like a full flip through or anything, and this video might actually be a flip through, I guess. Haven't decided yet, but probably. The point is, I have like a lot of feelings when it comes to this deck and a lot of thoughts, and I just want to share it with you. So yeah, anyway, I guess without further ado, let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, so the deck is still in this black bag. Now, by the way, apologies if you feel like you're too zoomed in, but yeah, my camera cannot really go any further away than that, so apologies. But yeah, the deck in question, as you could already probably read in the title, is the Quintessential Thoth, made by absolutely amazing Lennon Smith. Now I'm going to leave her channel down below, just in case you stumbled upon this video and my channel before hers, because you guys, you need to go and check her channel and her videos, because I can tell you, I have been completely loving her videos, her insights on tarot, spirituality, her, you know, general reflections, all of that. I mean, she's amazing, okay? Yeah, by the way, hi Lennon, in case you're watching this, don't be creepy at all, but anyway, yeah, I'm a fan, okay, I'm a fan. And she created this beautiful deck that I'm going to be showing you in just a moment. Before I go like into the deck, I quickly want to mention the cardstock, though not because I am supposed to do that, because like, yeah, I guess when you do deck reviews you should talk about it, but that's not the reason why I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because this cardstock that she chose for this deck, I'm in love, okay? I don't know if you can see that, if I kind of like bring it closer, hold on. It's like slightly textured, and it just feels like so nice to touch it. Like the tactile experience of this deck is just from like another world, and I'm just in love. I don't think I own a deck with this particular cardstock, and I'm just like, I'm in love with it, okay? I'm in love with it. So, with that being mentioned, I'm going to show you the deck. I'm going to flip it. Now, anyway, I'm just kind of excited with this deck because it's just so gorgeous. A little sneak peek into the colors. Okay, so I think I'm going to be flipping through the deck, going card by card while I talk about it with you. And yeah, this is what we are going to be doing. So, the deck, you guys, as I said, I'm completely in love with it. The deck is completely abstract. Okay, so you have abstract images, you don't have people depicted in them, nor the animals, nor figures. It's completely abstract. And as the name suggests, it's Thoth based. However, it's not just Thoth based, as in, okay, it's Thoth inspired deck. However, it is designed to capture the essence of Thoth, you know. Oh, hold on, because the lighting, I think, went a little bit wonky. One sec. Okay, so it is basically designed to capture the essence of the Thoth deck. So each card is basically like when you put a Thoth card under the microscope and you like go into its essence. And I can't even tell you how incredibly accurate that feels. I mean, I'm completely mind blown by this deck, okay? I'm mind blown by it because I swear, like, look at the colors, the the images, the essence, like you can literally feel like you just jumped into the given Thoth card and just like swirl in it, you know, in its essence. And I love it so much, you guys. I love it so much. Now, with that being said, I must say though, this is gonna sound maybe weird, but it is kind of like hashtag not my aesthetics. Why? Because I don't really, well, first of all, I don't own any abstract deck, like not this abstract, okay? And I don't want to say I don't like abstract images, I do. However, I haven't found a deck until this one, abstract deck, I'm sorry, that would make me fall in love with it as this one did. And also, it is not something I would be like looking for, you know, consciously looking for, intentionally looking for. So yeah, I probably wouldn't go and type on Etsy or somewhere like give me abstract tarot decks. I wouldn't look for it, you know. However, when I saw this deck, it was just this something that kind of happened in me. I can't explain because I have seen a lot of decks, okay? But what this deck did to me was just like something else. And I'm just so in love with it, like, yeah. And I'm mind blown, as I said, I'm still completely mind blown by it. Also, something I forgot to say. This particular deck is the second edition of the Quintessential Thoth. Because Lennon, I think she still has the first edition on her Make Playing Cards. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave her Make Playing Cards page down below as well, so you can check out her decks and maybe you fall in love with some decks. Also, I really enjoy giving shout outs to people who bring some creative idea, some creative project to life, you know, because they're just wild. I just love it when someone has an idea and actually brings it to life. I mean, how beautiful is that? And also, speaking about ideas, like the idea behind this deck, Thoth, but make it quintessential. Like, come on, how perfect is that? How freaking perfect. Okay. So what I was saying, speaking about the edition, I'm sorry if I come rambly again, but yeah, I'm kind of excited. When I was speaking about the edition, I think the only like change between the first edition and the second is the way the titles are presented on the card. So there is this like brush stroke, and then you have the name like on top of it. And in the first edition, I think you only had like a font written on a card, I think. But again, I'm gonna leave her page down below, you can check it out. And the other thing, now that we came to the minors, is that you can actually choose whether you want the Thoth keywords with the cards or not. She has two options for that. Now I chose this one because yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of like getting familiar with Thoth keywords and I just like it better, I guess. But you can choose. Also, if you are not really like into Thoth and you are still, you know, loving this artwork, this idea, you can also get the deck without those keywords and basically treat it as a regular tarot deck. Though I must say the images themselves are definitely Thoth based. But you can kind of disregard that if you like. Yeah, so anyway, the other thing I need to say about this deck, as you can see by now, it is so full of colors. And if you have been watching my videos at all, you know I used to mention a lot that I love colors. Okay, I love my decks colorful, and I mean, come on. This deck is just full spectrum of such vibrant colors. Like, how could I not love it? How could I not love it? It's perfect. So yeah, there is that. And something that just came to my mind, now I'm gonna laugh a little bit because, you know, I said, now kind of coming back to what I said about not really getting new decks, I got the original Thoth deck earlier this year, okay, that I'm still studying. I'm pretty much only reading tarot with Thoth these days because I'm like really like hyper focused on it. And you know, when I saw this deck and when I was like, I fell in love with it, okay, I fell in love with it. But I thought to myself, okay, maybe I can just like wait a little bit before I get this one. Maybe I can get it like later on. But then I thought, well, Lennon is actually independent creator and she might simply decide to stop selling this deck someday, and I didn't want that to happen without me having this deck, so I got it. And also, look at me cheating right here. I technically don't consider this deck a new deck. Now I have to laugh because like I know it is cheating, okay, but what do I mean by that? I got the Thoth, right? I'm studying the Thoth, reading only with the Thoth, and it is like my new deck, okay, that I got this year. And this deck is basically, as I said, it's not only Thoth based, however, it is also kind of like, it's like Thoth being just like zoomed in, like very, very, very much, you know? It's kind of like a part of Thoth, if you will. So you see where I'm going with this? It's technically not a new deck, it's a part of Thoth, okay? It's still part of a deck that I'm currently studying. And yeah, so it's not really like I don't feel the imagery overwhelm, if you will, because again, it's a part of Thoth. I feel like this deck, these images kind of like live in the Thoth, you know? So yeah, maybe that's me cheating, but whatever. Anyways, so what else can I tell you about it? When you check the Lennon's page, she also has like more tarot decks and oracle decks available on her channel, so definitely go ahead and check that out. Maybe you like some of it, maybe you want to, you know, expand your collection, I guess. Maybe you can let me know. Well, I mean, you don't have to let me know whether you get her decks or not. But you know what I mean. I just, yeah, as I said, I just kind of like giving shout outs to people, to creative people who inspire me a lot as well. So there is that. Anyway, look at these beautiful, beautiful minors. Like I can't even tell you. Like this deck actually challenges me in such way, like nothing else in my collection does, because again, this is me repeating myself, but I don't have anything like that. And I told you that for me to get the deck, I need to, one, fall in love with it completely, which definitely happened with this deck. And two, I also need to see something in a deck, something different that it can provide, you know, that it can bring to my collection, sort of. And again, this deck does that. So, yeah, I'm just in love with it. Also, the size of this deck is pretty small. It's not like a mini deck, but it's still pretty small, which is awesome if you want to travel and bring your decks. Because I currently have like a designated travel deck, which is my Santa Muerte Tarot by Fabio Listrani. But since I'm now kind of in a Thoth wave, I thought this is an amazing deck to also bring with myself to my travels, and I do travel a lot, so that's amazing. Even though, okay, disclaimer, who am I lying to? If I travel, I'm still going to bring my large Thoth as well. However, this is still a travel size deck, okay? I wanted to mention it, so yeah, I would probably bring the large Thoth in this one as well. But yeah, I think it was worth mentioning anyway. Okay, so yeah, there is that. Now, look at these 2 of discs. Gosh, I'm in love with this deck, like I swear. And again, touching this deck just feels so nice. I don't know how it shuffles just yet, because as you can see I kept the deck in order because yeah, as I mentioned quite a few times, when I have a new deck I like to keep it in order until I do like a ritual with it, like a welcoming sort of a ritual, and for that I need the deck to be in order. So yeah, I don't know how it shuffles just yet, but I have a feeling that this deck will will shuffle quite nicely. I don't know, we will see, but I suppose it will. When I mean, just touching it, it's just like, ah, so beautiful, so freaking beautiful. And again, such an amazing idea to even create this deck. Like I'm seriously mind blown by that. So beautiful. Let me know, what do you think about this? Do you own any abstract decks, by the way? How is that working for you? I'd be interested to know. Okay, so this was the like a tarot portion of the deck. Now Lennon also included 12 zodiac cards, which we are going to go through now. You know what? Let me just grab the deck. Let me just put the deck aside for just a second, and let's go through the cards are a little bit slippery. So yeah, she basically included all 12 zodiac signs, I think like according to Crowley's descriptions or something. So we have Aries, Taurus. Like this card literally makes me want to just like jump right into it. So freaking beautiful. Then we've got Gemini. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna try not to say so beautiful with every card, but I mean they're all so beautiful, okay? Cancer. Now this is my sun sign, and yeah, this is pretty much how I feel the majority of the time. Like so much watery overflow, like you. Yeah, it kind of, how can I even say that? I don't know just yet how Crowley explains the zodiac signs, but I do feel like that. Like sometimes I'm like, you know, when you're drowning in a big body of water and then it even rains on you, like, yeah, that's my inner world right there. Leo. Virgo, such a peaceful card, isn't it? Oh, this is such a beautiful Libra card. You see, a little side note or side story or whatever, but I used to live for quite a few years in Latin America, and this card reminds me of when you're flying from Europe and through Argentina to Chile. And you fly above the Cordillera de los Andes, which is this like huge mountain, and this is what it looks like from the window, from the airplane window, and it's so beautiful. Scorpio. Now this looks also really pretty. I mean, again, every card looks pretty. Okay, I'm sorry. Sagittarius. Now this is literally how I imagine my best friend's aura. He's a Sagittarius, and this really makes me think of him. Capricorn. Aquarius. And Pisces. Yeah, I just realized that right now that it was a full flip through after all. Anyways, okay. So this was it. Now, what am I gonna do now? Probably put it together with the deck. Just gonna try to keep it in order still for the ritual. So I'm not going to shuffle it here on camera just yet, but I am meaning to. I will probably feature this deck on the channel again, probably, most definitely, because it's amazing. Okay, also look at this. I did that in the beginning of the video, but when you like kind of fan it, Like, look at the color palette of this. Like, you have literally every freaking color in here. How perfect is that? It's just amazing. Okay, so I think that would be it for the Quintessential Thoth. Now, do you want me to fun it out for you again? Whee! So that would be it for the Quintessential Thoth by Lennon Smith. Now, let me know what do you think of this deck. Let me know if you own any abstract decks, if you work with them a lot. What's your experience with abstract decks? Because this, as I said, this is so challenging for me, but for some reason I'm just like, I'm mind blown and so incredibly in love with this. So yeah, Lennon, thank you so much for creating this deck, because it's amazing and it's beautiful, in case I haven't said that in like 20 times in this video. It's incredibly beautiful, and yeah, I really appreciate the idea behind this deck, and for you actually bringing it to life, because that's the difficult part, right? When you're an artist and when you have an idea, it's like nice to have an idea, but actually bringing it to physical reality, that's whole another thing. So you have my admiration for that. Okay, anyways, I think that would be it from me for today. If you like to hang out with me a little longer, I invite you to watch other videos available on my channel. Also subscribe if you like, and yeah, I think that would be it. So I hope you're having a nice day, and stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!